Dear students of third year of high school, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. With you Mr. Ahmed Al-Arabi from Afaq Educational Company. In this video, we are gonna start the discussion of Unit 4, which is entitled Communication. Lesson 1. Is there anybody out there? Let's start our discussion with this article with this question. Do you think there is life on other planets? Is it possible that there is life on other planets? Whatever your answer is, you have to know the writer of this article is neutral and doesn't take a side. Let's read part of this article and try to answer the most important questions. Are we alone in the universe? Universe means the world. Do aliens really exist? What do we mean by aliens? Aliens refers to creatures that live on other planets. And if so, is there any way to contact them? Mankind has been asking these questions for centuries. Century mean a period of 100 years, but only in recent decades. Decades is a period of 10 years, with the benefit of rapid. Rapid means fast or quick. Technological advancements that scientists have been able to attempt to get the answer. Although the idea of communicating with extraterrestrials is a controversial. Extraterrestrials means creatures that live in other planets. And controversial refers to different ideas, different opinions on this topic. Controversial means disputable. It is worth exploring, if only to satisfy our curiosity about the mysterious universe in which we live. Our fascination with extraterrestrials reached a peak in the 19th century, when number of books and articles were published on the project. Many scientists and astronomers of the time were convinced means persuaded, that aliens life forms existed. Some even claimed that they had seen signs of life on other planets. French inventor Charles Cross, for example, was persuaded that lights he'd observed on Mars, which were probably clouds illuminated by the sun, indicated the existence of major city. Cross spent most of his life trying to persuade the French government to pay for the construction of an enormous mirror, which would be used for sending signals to the Martians. His plan was to burn messages into the sand on Mars by reflecting sunlight onto the surface of the planet. So here we noted that the writer for this article is not taking a side. He says that in this article, the rest of this article, he said that during the 19th century, space travel became reality. Scientists' method communicating with extraterrestrials became more sophisticated. In 1972, NASA launched an unnamed spacecraft called Pioneer 10 into the system. The spacecraft carried with it a gold plaque, the Pioneer plaque, which featured diagrams of the human body and of the Earth's position in the solar system. The purpose of the plaque was to communicate some basic information about humankind to any intelligent species that might come across the spacecraft. Let's turn to most important questions based on this unit. Let's answer these questions. Rapid. What do you mean by rapid? Yes, excellent. Rapid means quick. Illuminated means, yes, great job. Lit up. G. Sophisticated. Sophisticated. Yes. Sophisticated means advanced. Advanced. H. Representative. Representative means typical. Typical. Representative means typical. Cluster. Cluster. Cluster means group. Group. C. Determine. Determine means, yes, decide. That's right. Good. Now let's turn to other part of this, of our lesson today, based on vocab. Words easily confused. Complete the sentences using the correct form of the word in the box. Here we have 3 words. Try to choose the correct word of them to fill in the gaps. Peak, height, top. Peak. What do you mean by peak? Peak refers to the point of highest intensity or value or achievement. For example, when you see peak hour, peak hour, peak hour. It's impossible to get through on the phone at this time of the day because of it's the peak hour. It takes me only 1 minute to climb to floor of the building using the stairs. Yes, great job. Top. Top. Top means the highest point of something. From this height. Height. Height means the measurement of how tall something or somebody is. Notice, remark, observe. What's the difference between the 3 words? Notice mean to observe something. To observe something quickly. Remark, to say or write something and comment on it. Observe, to watch something or somebody carefully. So now let's fill in the blanks in these sentences. I am supposed to, yes, observe. I am supposed to observe the surgeon so that I can see how the operation is done. Second sentence, did you blank which way the red car went? Yes, of course. Notice here. John blank that my room was a mess, which was actually quite rude of him. Remark it. Yes, that's right. Signal, sign, symbol, gesture. I'm sorry, I didn't see the top. Before answering this question, we wanted to differentiate between them. Signal refers to a sign or gesture or sound we intended as a message or command, while sign is a piece of wood, metal or plastic that tells or shows people something. Symbol, an idea, shape or design used to represent something. Gesture refers to a movement you make with your hands or a facial expressions you use to convey particular meaning. So here, I am sorry, I didn't see the top. Yes, that's right, the top sign. I didn't see the top sign. The stop sign. Give me the when you are ready to leave. Signal. When you make this in my country, it means that you are bored. Gesture, yes, gesture. refers to facial expression, or the dove is simple here. Simple. Location, position, site, spot. Location refers to the place where something happens or exists. Position, a place where something is. Site, place used for something or where something has happened. Spot, a specific place or location. My neck hurts today, so I must have slept in a strange last night. Strange position. 12. The blank of the submarines is top secret. The location. The valley of the butterflies is well-known beauty. Here, spot. Spot. The archaeological site dates back to Bronze Age. Transfer, transmit, transport. They are very careful about hygiene, so before we answering, we have to differentiate between the words. Transfer means to move something from one place to another. Transmit, to send the signal from a place to another. Transport, to carry people or goods from one place to another. So here the correct answer for the first sentence is transmit. They are very careful about hygiene, so as not to transmit disease from one person to another. Will you please tell me how to transfer? Yes, that's right. Transfer money to my bank account. There is a bus that will you to the swimming pool if you like. Yeah, that's right. Transport. That's all for today. Thank you for your kind listening.